What's up everyone, my name is Morgan Lee and welcome back to my channel. So today I have a random video for you. In the present time of me recording this, I had just finished CGL. I submitted my piece over there. If you haven't checked it out, you can check it out in the card. I forgot what side it is on. The card above. I'll link it so you can read the first or hear the first chapter of my middle grade story. But after I got off, I was like, okay, what is a way that I can connect to how I was as a 13-year-old? And then I remembered I have my 13-year-old diary. Now it's not full. There's only like 10 entries in here, but it is chock full of good stuff from my little 13-year-old mind. And I'm going to share that with you today in a dramatic reading. And we're going to talk about what I've learned from reading it. I hope you're excited. Buckle in because it's going to be entertaining. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get on into the video. You know, one way to really get into that middle grade voice, ask your middle grade self. I will be changing the names or just saying the letters to protect anyone's privacy. I'm going to read the first part again because y'all didn't get to hear that part. Okay. This one's, it's all like smudgy, so you can barely even read it. I can't read it anymore. I need the light. This is why I'm sitting so close. Okay. Yesterday, I went to the Mardi Gras Carnival and had a blast. A was there, J was there, A was there. There was a bunch of people there. Oh, and B was there. We played games and I won beads and B got me one of his, even though I didn't ask him to. We played bingo and ring toss. T and C won in bingo and gave me Odie. It was like a stuffed Odie from Garfield. They forced me to take a picture with him being B, the boyfriend. And I didn't think about this yesterday, but he took the picture home and made copies. He better had only made one copy for me and him, or I swear I will hurt him. Violent. The thing that kept bothering me is he kept putting his arm around me and pulling me away from my friends. That was really starting to annoy me. We took 3 pictures and I didn't even have to pay for one. Something we did is play games and take pictures and stand around and talk. B kept annoying me so much because he kept showing that picture to everybody. I know that B was talking about me. He keeps lying to me and he thinks I'm stupid. But I'm going to catch him in a lie sooner or later, and then I'm going to dump his A in the street. He sure as H better not be spreading rumors about me, or I can sure as H do the same thing. I only have 2 months at this school and I'm out. So go ahead, B. A and J both told me to watch out. So of course I'm going to listen to them. I knew he was talking about me at the carnival to his big head A friend. He thinks I'm dumb. But I'm going to catch him in a lie sooner or later. Okay, we get it. If he was lying, that B is going to pay. Why am I so angry? Big time. Oh, and a funny thing happened. Last night when my cousin came to get me, B got all jealous and went off. Huh? Because he didn't know it was my cousin. Okay, February 29th, leap year, 4:54 p.m. Today, I haven't done much. We're just sitting at home. I was going to call B and C, but I'm going to do that later. I'm really nervous about tomorrow because now people are starting to label me as B's girlfriend. At least his dumb A friends are. Friday, a guy I don't even know came up and asked me, "Are you going out with B?" I didn't even answer him. I don't want to spend my last 2 months being B's girlfriend. He's talking about me behind my back, and I don't appreciate it. I will definitely break up with him if he keeps on bothering my friends. T, C, and A don't like him because he's rude and thinks he owns me. Like I said yesterday when he was pulling me away from my friends. If he has a problem with my friends, then he must have a problem with me because me and my friends are a lot alike. I'm going to call him in a little bit so I can ask him what the H his problem is with my friends. Why he was pulling me away from my friends all night. How many people did he show that dang picture to? How many copies did he make? And it only better be 2. If he has been talking about me behind my back bad with his friends, how many people did he tell we go out? And anything else I can think of. Then I'm going to call C and ask her if she thinks I should break up with B and tell her what A and J said. Well, I'm going to go eat. I might write on you tomorrow or later tonight. Bye. I really needed y'all to hear that part because that was the most dramatic of it all. Let's start here. But I have a whole mess of problems that I need to get off of my mind and find solutions. One problem is writing my books Red Valley and Blue Fields and Life is a Game. See, I was writing books at 13, y'all. And B was mad at me, I think. S said that he was mad because he thought I was cheating on him. I'm like, with who? And this is March 16th of 2004. I was 13. My birthday's in May, so I was about to turn 14, but I was 13. And who has he heard it from? I really want to know. Why can't he just ask me about it instead of being mad? And there's like no question marks. But anyway, I need to call him and talk to him and see if he's mad at me. Another problem is that I want to get skinnier. And I want to start a scrapbook and a whole bunch of other stuff that I wrote down somewhere. Hold on, ... As I got up and then I went to go find my thing, I couldn't find it. But I am definitely going to give Billy a call tomorrow at 3 p.m. I really need to know what exactly is going on between us. Someone told me he was going out with someone in the 6th grade. If he doesn't want to go out, fine. Just say so. We've only been going out for 3.5 months. I could call him now, but I don't think I should. I think he's more likely to be home during a holiday, St. Patrick's Day. Don't know why that would make a difference, but okay. He did seem a little mad at the skating party on Friday. He said he wasn't cheating on me and that we were still together. I don't know what the hell's going on. He needs to just tell me, is he with me or not? I can move on. But in other news, I'm trying to decide how to make a scrapbook. I switch topics so quickly. Okay. In other news, I'm trying to decide on how to make a scrapbook. Right now, I'm just going to focus on my middle school years and then my childhood and keep working on it every year of my high school life. But now I guess it's time to talk about some emotions. If you guys wonder why people have said this, someone said this in the CGL, like my actions sometimes read as stage directions. That's because I'm autistic. And I don't know, everything is directional, you know? Now we're going to talk about emotions. Like, no one says that. Except for me. Like, my mom is sort of getting on my nerves, as she will continue to do over the years until I graduate high school. Kay is getting on my nerves too. I just can't stand to see her 24/7 this week. It's so hard. Let me skip that part. I was insanely jealous of my sister. Oh gosh. Anyway, this is me talking about my family. Not everybody was annoying me, so I'm gonna skip that part. It's a little negative. I have nothing green to wear tomorrow either. I hope I find a 4-leaf clover. I need the luck bad and before 3. I also need to get into shape and raise some money for the dog I'm never going to get if I don't work for it. I've been looking on the internet for the perfect breed for me and adoption places. Dogs that don't cost anything but less than $100 for the adoption fee. Dogs that don't cost anything? I don't know. That's all my head is thinking today. Bye! And then I listed dogs. Okay, St. Patrick's Day, 2004. Well, we haven't done anything today yet. We're just sitting here. It's only 11:30, so I haven't called Billy yet. He better be home when I call. I need to straighten out whatever is between us. Is he mad at me or not? I want to know, is he cheating on me? Because Jay in the 7th grade said that he was going out with DH in the 6th grade. I hope not, but if you are, just tell me. Bye. I can find another boyfriend. I'm going to be in high school in 2 months. I need to start dating older men. I can't. I read this like every year and every time it tickles me. Woo! And I'm gonna be a cheerleader. So you know I'm going to be getting some guys. I was not getting any guys. Okay. Billy just needs to tell me if he doesn't want to go out. What does he think? I can't take it. Please. Kay was my first and worst boyfriend. We didn't even talk. But all guys are S-heads. I don't want to say that. I don't typically cuss. S-heads and are just like that. Did y'all know that? Guys are just S-heads and just like that. I was talking, okay, again, switching. This will be a blast from the past to my millennial and elder friends. Older, I didn't mean elder. This is why our people always said that the internet is a dangerous place. This was really bright and it was hurting my eyes. So that's why the lighting changed. But okay, AOL. Listen. Okay. Oh, topic switch. I was talking to this really sweet guy on the internet. He gave me his number and name. He wanted me to be his girlfriend, but said I had to get to know him better. He also wants me to call him next Saturday. I might, but I want to add him as a buddy, so I hope he talks to me again. We were talking for a while. Last night I spent 160 minutes, which is 2 hours and 40 minutes. In case you didn't know, I made a profile too. Well, that's all I gotta say until I talk to Billy. Talk to you later. And then I have this random stranger's number and name and his AOL screen name. Again, like kids, don't give your phone number and your address to people on the internet. This is why when we were growing up, they told us to never say our real information. And the fact that we do it now. I know we don't give our addresses on the internet. Hope you don't. But still, like, we still talk to people, give our real names on the internet. It's just crazy to me. 13-year-old me would be flipping her crap. That's funny. AOL. Talking to strangers online that want me to be their boyfriend after talking for 160 minutes. Scary. He was probably some old guy. Next, where are we at next? That was St. Patrick's Day. Okay, so next we go to March 18th, 2004 at 2:24 p.m. Well, it looks like we're doing nothing again today. I still need to call Billy. Yesterday, he was at his aunt's house. I was going to call over there, but he was probably doing something. Because when he's home, I know he's not doing anything, so I'm not bothering him if he's... Run on sentences. If he's not there today, I'll call over his aunt's house, or this isn't going to... What? Or this is going to haunt me. I've already called him 2 times this week. His mom probably thinks I'm crazy because he didn't have a cell phone. I didn't have a cell phone. I was calling his house phone. Kids. Gen Z. Sorry. I need to talk to him. I'm going to do some spring cleaning in this room and get some more room on my bookshelf and in my closet. I'm going to start on that tonight. While I'm talking to Billy, I'm going to type some more on Zelda. I'm praying that he's home. Zelda was one of my characters in my book. I'm praying that he's home and he answers the phone. I want to know who's cheating on who. All right. And then we skip April, the rest of March and April. And we go all the way till May 23rd, 2004. Well, sorry, diary, I've been neglecting you a while, so let me catch you up. Me and Billy broke up in like April, but he still talks to me. Tuesday, when I was after school, he came up to me and started asking me questions. He asked me what I was singing in the talent show and asked me if we could go out again. I was like, no. He said he missed me. He kept trying to put his arm around me and hold my hand, and he said he was going to prove he missed me. But at the talent show, he paraded some girl in front of me like I actually cared. He kept calling my name and putting his arm around her, and then I'm like, and his rap in the talent show was so stupid. He thinks he's so tight when he's rapping. He's so tight. I'm sorry. Okay. He thinks he's so tight when he's rapping. Why do all guys always grab their, I spelled always wrong, always grab their crotch when they're rapping? He kept staring at me. I'm telling the truth here. I'm all over Billy. I've moved on. But it seems he still likes me. I don't know. I'll tell you when I have an update on that. Well, we only have 7 days of school left. Monday, we're going to a restaurant. And on Thursday, we have a math final. And on Friday, yes, in parentheses, we're going to our amusement park. I won't tell you where. And on Monday, we have our graduation. 8th grade graduation. Oh, I have to go to summer school to catch up on the things I missed. Tuesday, we have orchestra awards concert. I can only pray that I'm picked as one of the top 5 musicians. If I think about it, it'll probably be these 5 people. I'll never win an award like that. No one notices me. Oh my gosh, poor girl. She's so sad. We'll talk later when I have something new to tell. May 24th, 2004. Hi. Well, today went pretty okay and ordinary. In first hour, we did math as usual, and problem of the day and exit slip. No big deal. We turned in our worksheets on the flooded rainforest in third hour. Fourth hour, me and T made the champagne salad for our dinner tomorrow in foods. Fifth and sixth hour, we did a bunch of tests and turned in composition notebooks. 7th hour, we practiced for the concert tomorrow, and we had a tornado drill. Miss O got really mad at the school for some reason. 8th hour, we turned in our timeline and we read aloud. After school, Miss C took us to eat at the Mexican restaurant. We had fun. Well, that's all for now. Bye. And then the next day, I was about to crack. Let's get into it. I think after 8th grade, this is the last of it. Man, I'm about to crack big time. I'm under a great deal of pressure with my mom, sister, my books, summer school, getting a dog. It's piling up on me and I can't take it. I don't know what to do. In school, we have 3 finals. No, wait, 4 finals to do in 1 week. It's craziness. For our reading final, we were watching The Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. I don't even know what is going on in it. In science, we're watching some volcano movie. It's an okay final. Social studies is 6 pages long on Theodore Roosevelt. My math assessment is over, stuff I barely understand, and my orchestra final will be a piece of cake. But things are getting worse at home. My mom is about to drive me insane. I hate when people want me to do something, but they don't say anything and expect me to read their mind. She wants me to clean, 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 and wash, wash, wash. But sometimes it's pointless. I don't help clean because she's just going to go and do it over again. I'm not any closer to finishing than when I started last year. What are you talking about? I can't keep up with myself. Now we switch topics. I am not any closer to finishing than when I started last year. I rewrote it like 20 times and it's never perfect. Guess we're talking about my book again. Typing it doesn't do well for me. You get more done if you write it and carry it around. Things have changed. I'm going to try and finish this summer. My head feels like it's going to explode sometimes. I can't ever stay focused on one thing at a time to get it finished. Wow, undiagnosed ADHD. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, I just ripped it. And that was the end of that day. I'm just going to read the 13-year-old parts. I won't read the high school parts. Yesterday was my birthday party. This is from June 6, 2004. It was really fun during the day, and after the movies, we started out at Granddaddy's house and walked over to A's house to wait for them. We had a barbecue, and after that, we played freeze tag and swinged on the swings. Then we sang happy birthday and opened my cards and we ate cake. Then we got dropped off at the movies and we saw Shrek. And that is all from my last moments of 8th grade. I want to say, what have I learned about the 13-year-old voice? Like, this is how I was as a 13-year-old child. I stated things pretty factually. And I mean, again, the autism, but pretty like straightforward. And there's not really like any fluff or any like, or even emotions. I had to say, now time for some emotions. That's strange. I am strange. That was really fun. I'm going to try to get some of that spirit into my middle grade. Most likely the looking for validation in other people. And I think that's kind of what they were getting at with the feedback, because Maggie should be trying to impress Randy. Like, she should be trying to be like, oh no, I'm so cool. But like, yeah, here I am, 13-year-old, worrying about like body image or poor body image, self-deprecating language, and like, I think a little bit of depression because of the whole no one ever notices me type thing. And then like, cheating on you with who? Like, who else is there? And then also being like, I'm gonna get all the guys. That kind of dichotomy of like, no one wants to date you, being the girl that nobody wants to date. And then another thing I picked up on is like the validation from friends and like the anxious planning. But I think that's just like a me thing of like, oh, I'm gonna call him at this time. I think we all did that though. Like, oh, we have to call him. Anxious pre-planning plus lack of planning. Like, when things are in the moment, lack of planning. But like, if you have to do something, it's like you're agonizing over it. And then of course the tumultuous relationship with mothers. What else did I pick up from this? And then to me, like, I never cuss. Like, there's so much cuss words in here that I feel like even in my diary, either I was saying the things that I never said out loud, or I was like, no one was reading this. So I can't say it was for like validation or like because everybody else was saying it. But I didn't say these things out loud. I did not speak like this. There's a lot of cuss words in here. And then even saying tight. I didn't even say that. So that was interesting. What else can I learn from me? And then we got like rumors and and being like, did I say self-awareness? Being overly self-aware of your body and how others perceive you. Being afraid that he's gonna show the picture to people. And it was just a regular picture. So it's not like it was I sent him a dirty picture or something. We didn't have phones, we couldn't do that. And I wouldn't. But like it wasn't like it was a booby picture or something. It was a picture that we took at the freaking Mardi Gras fair that was happening in our gym. Like, it was not a big deal. I don't know why 13-year-old me was so adamant about he better not be showing that picture to anybody. I really think that it comes down to like body image or people thinking like, oh, that girl's ugly. Why are you dating that girl? That type of thing. This was actually pretty enlightening. It was really fun too. And then like the influence of friends, but still, like it started in February. I didn't break up with this boy until April. I don't know how much weight the influence of my friends had. It's pretty big. Influence of friends is big. As we all know, peer pressure. The influence of friends is like big. And then I was laughing because he got jealous. Yeah, I feel like that's what I've learned. Again, like with the jealousy, that was about me not being good enough, like not feeling comfortable in my skin, because I was husky. Well, at least I shopped in the husky section at Kmart, in the uniform husky section, when I was in middle school. So I was a little thicker than I am now, which I would prefer to be thicker. But anyway, yeah, I'm trying to like zone in on like how I think Maggie or any of my middle grade girl characters at least would be, what would be at the forefront of their minds. Yeah, and this kind of goes hand in hand with what they were saying in the critique group live feedback. Her quick decision to text her mom back and make up the lie. I probably wouldn't have come up with that. I would have relied on my friends who were more savvy than me to be like, oh, what do I do? But of course, I've never had this experience. I've never had like a sneaking out type experience. Yeah, so I feel like that's what I'm picking up from what 13-year-old Morgan is putting down. Obsession, and this is just making me realize how I have always had ADHD. But anyway, and just stressing out about stuff. Okay, so what have we learned? What have we learned in reading Morgan's diary from 2004? We have learned the following. Very influenced by the opinions of friends, had jealousy issues, tumultuous relationship with mom, or at least perceived in the 13-year-old brain that it was a really rocky relationship, self-awareness of body and how she was perceived by others, needing validation from friends, anxious pre-planning, and lack of planning in the moment, or a lack of not knowing what to do in the moment, poor body image, self-deprecating talk, hint, the girl that no one notices and nobody wants to date, but then also being extremely confident that she was going to get all the guys because she was a cheerleader. She was a little confused, but that's what we've learned. And I think that kind of resonates with the mindset of a 13-year-old girl. So we're going to try to work this into our middle grade characters. So we have Maggie, who's one of my middle grade characters, and then we have Rourke, who's another one, which I think those are the only two I have at the moment. But we're working on Maggie right now. So I'm trying to see how I can implement some of this like thought process in her. And again, with the feedback I got from CGL, I think Randy sending the text message is a good point. And then I think it was Barrett who said to make her more aware of her body and like emotions, and like more like self-aware of like how she looks and how she's presenting and things like that. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense. And 13-year-old me just proved that it does. Wow, this was a fun random video idea. I'm gonna definitely post it. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Comment down below. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. And I'll see you next time in another video. Bye.